Dear friends and brethren, our esteemed viewers, it is the date of May the 25th and the year is 2026. And we're still continuing with our very famous topic, a topic and a habit that is disturbing a variety of people. And that is none other than worrying. And today, we saw previously, the title is saying, don't worry, don't worry. There's a reason why we're insisting and rotating around the same topic, worrying. And today we're going to see why exactly we're discouraged from worrying. And before we start, let us just bow our heads for a word of prayer. Jesus, help us understand your word. Amen. Matthew 10 and the verses 31 says, do not fear, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows. Do not fear, therefore. You are of many value than many sparrows. Now, worrying has a variety of challenges. And today that's what we're going to learn about. And what does the Bible have to say about worrying? So, worrying is described as harassing yourself with problems because you think there is no way out. So it is a condition that affects everyone. Worrying cuts around across a variety of areas. Worrying habit has affected a variety and different groups of people. This includes students, this includes the old, the young, and a variety of people. We all find ourselves somewhere, somehow, with different problems that probe or push us to worrying. Man who is born of a woman, that is what Job said. Job noticed because he was a victim of circumstances that put or probe us to worry. Now he was just trying to remind us that man is born, but he passes away in a few minutes' time. You're just born, and after very few years, you're just passing away. And he was just comparing our lives to a flower. It buds, but after some time, it fades away. We all will agree with me, all who have agriculture or all who plant flowers at home. Flowers never last long. They blossom for a short time, and later, they fade away. So, there are three fundamental realities in life that are the realities of life that it is so short. It is so short and full of difficulties, and it passes away rapidly. That is a description of life by our brother Job. From the womb to the grave, every single one of us carries some sort of trouble. Since birth to the grave, we live and pass away worrying. However, some people pass away out of love in a very, very horrible way. If we had a certain opportunity where we can exchange our problems or trouble, we might be surprised how some people we really admire, how hard, how big their problems are. We could be surprised the burden others really face. Another writer commented something about worrying. And this was none other than Charles H. Spurgeon. And he once said that there is no single point in which we can hope to escape from the sharp arrows of affliction. You cannot escape problems. Out of our few days, there is not one secure from sorrow. Many's life is a cask full of bitter wine. That is what our brother Spurgeon said. Life is just full like a cask of bitter wine. However, while our worries may vary in magnitude and scope, because we all face different challenges and problems, I bet you worrying is not a meal that one would expect on a table. You cannot expect worrying on a table. However, worry can make you feel lonely and think that nobody cares about you. However, there is one solution. There is one person who at times does not even look to be concerned, who is not present, and he's always lost, but he's the most caring person, and that is none other than God. God cares so much about you. He even knows how many hairs are on your head, and not even a single sparrow dies apart from you, from his will. Consider the last time God intervened in your behalf, and rest assured that he will do again. The song says he will do it again, and God always does it again. Have you ever passed through a problem? It was in a valley. You were just so lonely. You were just so disappointed, hopeless, and felt very hated. And lo and behold, Jesus came and helped you. Remember, record those times when Jesus held you up. And let that lift up your faith. Know that there is a God in heaven. He cares and he understands. The greatest difference between a Christian and non-believer is that a Christian has hope. His troubles are always being passed on to the Creator. And that is a difference to a non-believer. They may not have the hope that Christians really have. May God bless you. Let us learn to leave our worries to God because he really cares. And today's prayer goes like, Father in heaven, today I lay down all my worries beneath the cross. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.